Hello, welcome to another episode of the Seamus Evans Show. Today, I want to talk about leadership. This is so important because everybody deals with a leader. Everyone. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter what you do. Everybody has to answer to someone, and everybody has a leader in their life. Sometimes it's yourself. Whether you're in school, you have a teacher, or you have a parent, you have a coach, you have a mentor, whatever. Someone is guiding you, someone is leading you. Could be in the wrong path, could be with negative leadership. It could be someone who's really powerful and beneficial and influential in your life. A leader doesn't necessarily mean someone you look up to. Sometimes you don't choose who the leader is. Or if it's at work, you're in a leadership role. You still have to answer to someone. Doesn't matter how high the company is, whether it's a board member, whether it's a CEO, whether it's a general manager, whether it's the owner, all the way down to mid-level management, all the way down to staff members who just started and they're the lowest paid. Doesn't matter. Everybody answers to someone. I've always been a big believer that we're all leaders of our own life. So when I say everyone has someone to answer to, that's because you probably need to answer to yourself as well. Whether it is working for yourself. See, I work for myself, so I technically answer to no one, but that's BS. I answer to my family. I answer to my own responsibilities. I wear a few different hats, and sometimes I have to lead myself. I have to have responsibility. I have to have discipline. I have to have healthy habits in order to lead to really dissect this a little bit. I separate myself into two Seamus Evanses. Okay, my name is Seamus Evans, and I'm a motivational speaker living with Tourette's. I speak on stages all around the country, and I empower people, I inspire people, I motivate people, and I share what life is like living with ADHD, Tourette's, failing school, and I've turned this into an ability to empower others to wear whatever life has thrown at them with pride and accept it and turn that into a strength. Then I've got the business hat. Now, that other Seamus Evans looks at, let's say Seamus 1 is the performer. Seamus 2 is the mastermind behind the performer. There's the marketing mind, the business mind, the person who needs to kind of champion Seamus 1 as a product and promote Seamus 1 everywhere. I know that's a little hard to get your head around. One of the ways it's helped me do that is I'm actually different entities legally. I'm not going to get too much into that, but anyway. So I'm separate entities on paper. I also have a few different names that on paper. Again, I'm not going to get into that because I sound crazy or I sound like a double agent working for MI6. But this psychologically has helped me separate the two. There's the performer on stage, and then there's the owner of the company, the director, the person who is the mastermind behind Seamus Evans on stage. There's always a bit of a battle between the creator, like the creative, and then like the admin person. They're two different people, right? And I struggled for a long time to be both in one, so I had to separate them. So I wear different hats. Anyway, a bit of a tangent there. Let's pull back. Everyone is a leader, and everyone has a leader to answer to. We've all had situations where we've been led in the wrong direction, where we've had horrible bosses, horrible managers, horrible teachers, horrible parents, horrible coaches, horrible mentors, and people we look up to treat us poorly. We've all been in those situations, okay? And we've all, I hope, had at one stage great leadership. I love looking into leadership because there's something I found out many years ago that some people are natural born leaders and some people improve their ability to lead. But everybody can be a leader, okay? Sometimes it comes naturally. Sometimes it requires habits and skills and learning. Because for so long I thought I was an idiot, and I still am, but I thought academically, because I failed school, I was dumb and I didn't have much to offer, and that really lowered my self-worth. But since being an adult and teaching myself how to read as an adult many years ago after school, teaching myself, educating myself on topics that I'm interested in, etc., I have actually found I am a natural born leader. I have natural instincts for leadership. But I've never really had opportunities to be a leader because I wasn't a standout student. I was never given those opportunities. And then when those opportunities naturally came up, I did really well. Then I also made a lot of mistakes. And in my time researching leadership, there were 3 points that constantly hit me. There are many light bulb moments that have happened in my leadership journey. The main one is whether you like it or not, you are a leader. It doesn't matter if you have the role, the paycheck, the title to go with it. It doesn't matter. You are a leader of the people around you. You have influence. Of your own life, you have influence. You have decisions that you make every day. You have habits that you can build. You are a leader. Whether you're in that role officially or not, it doesn't actually matter. Okay. Everybody can be a great leader, but it doesn't happen overnight. Everyone can be a leader, but not everybody's born a great leader, and not everybody's a good leader. Okay. The 3 really main strong points that I've taken away from researching leadership, uncovering it, exploring it, reading all the different data, reading all the studies available. Number 1, the team, the group, must be on the same page. The group, the team, the staff, let's just call it the group, they must know what the goal is. They must all be on the same page. They must have a clear direction, a clear path, and they must know where they're going. Then, unconsciously, they can all work together. We're going that way. That's step number 1. That's where we're going. Okay. Because if you don't know where you're going to get lost. If you're looking down at your feet, working out how to take one step at a time, you're going to get lost. You won't go in a straight line. I remember watching a movie many years ago about this guy who was lost in the desert, and thought he was walking in one direction because he was watching the sun or whatever. There was no real landmark to tell where he was walking. And he was walking for a whole day. And as he was walking, he looked down and he saw his own footprints. Ooh. In a 24-hour period, he had done a giant loop in the middle of the desert, boiling hot, no water, towel on his head, like burnt. If you don't know where you're going, you are going to get lost. And more likely, you're going to stop. You're not going to go. You're going to stop too early because you can't see the finish line. So everybody's got to be on the same page. That's step number 1. Step number 2, they have to feel empowered. Your team, your group, your class, your staff, whatever it is, they have to feel like they can bloody do it. You have to, as a leader, you have to learn to inspire. You have to learn to motivate. You've got to learn to empower. And that can be a very difficult thing because when people become leaders, they become a boss, they become a manager, they get a little bit of a bump in a pay rise, they get a special title, they wear a suit, they're given in a separate office, whereas everyone's out there, but I'm a boss, so I sit in here. What happens is it goes to their head, and what comes easy is aggression and just telling people what to do. And if they don't do it, you yell at them or you punish them. And this is an old practice that humans have been doing since the birth of time. Like I'm reading the Bible at the moment, and in that it's got slavery, right? And this is early. This is in Exodus. This is early days between Egypt and Israel. Now, I'm not going there, but what I have learned, slavery and a boss whipping people has been behavior that humans have been doing forever, and we know it doesn't work. That gets the wrong results. It gets short-term, quick results. It will get a job done, but not in the long run. Your slaves, your staff, your team will suffer. They will burn out. They will run to an end quick. So you have to learn how to inspire, how to motivate, and how to empower. Now, what I was mentioning earlier about it's very easy as a human being to get an ego, okay? Especially if they don't have a leadership ability or if they haven't accrued enough experience, skills, or reps on how to actually be a leader, a good leader. What happens is they get an ego kick because they've got a special role with a title and maybe an extra 10% pay rise compared to everyone else. And what that does is it gives them an arrogance, it gives them an ego boost, and they change. they turn into the slave driver. They turn into the person cracking the whip, and they make wrong decisions because they make selfish decisions and they want to feel powerful. This is a problem. This is a bad leader. This is danger, man. If you've got a leader who wants ego, who wants to feel powerful, and who wants to feel like they're loved and respected and worshipped, run away as far as you can, because those leaders suck to work for, okay? Maybe one or two ass kissers will follow them along, but they're not good leaders because they don't have the courage to be vulnerable and tell their team member, tell their staff member, hey, I really see something in you. I think you are incredible. That's why you're on the team, and I believe that you can do it. I think you bring excellent qualities to this team, and I can't wait to watch you grow, develop, and achieve amazing stuff under this team. Those are things that many leaders, many bosses, many managers will not say, because it's a very tough thing to give a compliment. It means you need to be secure in yourself. You need to be strong in yourself to show vulnerability. That's hard for a lot of people, especially males. It's taken a long time for me to be able to go, you know what? I will give someone a compliment if they deserve it, because for some reason, as a guy, it makes you feel like you're weak. And as men, we have this thing of don't cry. It shows weakness. Don't be sad. It's weakness. I'll get to strength later. That's coming. That's in number 3. But you need to be able to let your guard down. You need to show authenticity and talk to your team, talk to your staff, talk to your group, your special little circle that you're leading. You need to let your walls down and speak to them on a human level, give compliments where they are deserved. You need to build them up, empower them, and let them know that they can do it. And what comes with that is actually letting them do it. Autonomy. Okay, so number 2 is empowerment and autonomy. This is a really big one. Micromanagers, we know, they are horrible. They are always looking over your shoulder, and you get disgruntled. You get frustrated, and you constantly look for a challenge and conflict because they're nitpicking, and you're going to make a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes, okay? That's being a human being. But if you constantly have someone telling you how to do it better or watching every little move, you start second guessing your behavior because you're two different people. When you have a manager looking over your shoulder, micromanaging everything you do, that has the opposite effect of leading them in the right direction, okay? Autonomy is massive. Giving the responsibility, handing over responsibility and autonomy to your team, to your individual team members is huge. Because what happens to grow in confidence, you need to show your own capabilities. So if you do something once, you become more confident in doing it again and again and again. And so when you give someone autonomy, then they start feeling confident in their decision making because they've already done it. And then they've deserved an applause, they've deserved a reward, they've deserved compliments, and you're authentic enough and vulnerable enough and strong enough in yourself to say, great job, do it again. Let's go. Awesome, man. If you're able to do that and give them autonomy, then their chest puffs out. Okay. They feel good about themselves. And so they do it again and again and again. Giving them autonomy is massive. You don't want a team member second guessing every single one of their moves. And that brings me to the third point. And that's respect. Now, I'm going to unpack this one a little bit because there's more to it than just respect, but I wanted to keep it to 3 main points. Not only does your team members, your cohort, your group, your staff, not only do they want to feel respected and feel like the leader respects them. Feeling respected is a really good thing. It's a powerful thing, makes you feel good. But they need to respect you. That's the real core message. The leader, the boss, the manager needs to be respected. Just because you have the title, it doesn't make you instantly respected. In fact, people are going to cross their arms. If you're a new leader, a new boss, you've just been given a job, the team's going to be like, right, what changes are you going to make? What are you going to do? How can you lead us? They're looking at you. Come on. They're actually asking to respect you. You have to do something in order to make them respect you. So there's a few different ways you can give respect and get respect. Number 1 is giving it. You need to respect people. right from the beginning. Instead of waiting for someone to do something in order for you to respect them, you need to give respect first until they break that respect. So it's a hard one because a lot of humans are so scared. We're so scared of being betrayed that we want to keep arm's length from people until they do something great. And then, oh, good work. I respect you now because you did that thing. Now, I know I just said that people, the group and the team are expecting that from you, but you need to do the opposite effect and you need to give them respect instantly, right from the beginning. Speak to them respectfully. Trust that they're a respectful human being until they do something that needs addressing in a very respectful manner. The other element for you to get respect from your team, a group of people, this is a big one, and I'm going to really try and use my words carefully. You need to show strength. Now, this strength doesn't mean aggression. Strength doesn't mean giving orders and yelling and giving out punishment. That's not strength. Strength, to be strong, is to be confident and hold fast in your decision making. You need to make a decision confidently. You need to jump in it with 2 feet and you need to hold fast on that decision. And you need to show the team that you know what you're doing. This is strength because what this shows is when the team are wavering, when they're in unfamiliar territory, they look to the leader. That's your job. What are we doing here? There's danger. Have you got this? If you're panicking with them, man, they're out of here. You've lost their respect. You need to stay strong in the face of fear. You cannot show fear. It's natural to be scared. Go talk to someone else, not your team. You never let your team know that you're scared, ever. You put the brave face on. You let everyone know that you're in a calm decision-making state. You make your decision and you hold fast on it. Naturally, everybody will be calm. You might be making the wrong decision, but as long as they can trust that you are making the right decision in what's best for them, and going back to point number 1, direction, understanding the morals, the mission, the values, where the team is heading. If you're able to make decisions in the correct path, could be the wrong one, you could get messed up, you could hit a snag. That's going to happen. It doesn't matter. You need to be calm. Can't show fear. You need to be strong in who you are. Then you will get respect because they will respect the fact that you can do the job and you can get the team out of harm's way. Fear is a virus. If you let fear in, it will destroy you. Absolutely destroy you. It's a sickness. It's an illness. Fear is a disease. So once you start making fear-based decisions, you've lost all hope. In order to get out of fear, you need to look up to the leader and the leader needs to guide you. Okay? Now you can take that as a spiritual religious thing, or you can take it as a daily metaphor of, remember, everybody has a leader to answer to and everybody has leadership roles. Okay? So you need to be able to show no fear and guide your team in the direction was point number 1. Make sure everyone knows where they're going and make sure the leader does. Here are some examples. In the movie American Sniper, I love that movie. So good. I feel like watching it again. The team, the army, the military, and the little squadrons that the American Sniper is watching over, they feel invincible. They feel like they have a superhero on their side. They actually started to believe that they were invincible and they were actually going and doing missions that were a little bit risky, but they felt they had the protection of the sniper, the American sniper watching over them. Okay. Now, if there was a sense of fear, they wouldn't feel they wouldn't be brave. They wouldn't take that risk because they'd be like, we're going to die. But they felt invincible because this sniper was watching over them. That's what a leader has to do. A leader has to take a group of people and guide them in the direction that they all know about and they all agree on and they all share the same values and they all understand the mission and the why. That's really important. Why are we going in that direction? What's the direction we're going in and why are we going there? That's really important. And if the team know that, they're going to head there naturally. You give them autonomy, they'll do it themselves, okay? and empowering them, say, you can do it. I know you can. You are capable. Here, try this little step. Oh, you just did it. Amazing. Let's do it again tomorrow. And every time there's a snag, a snare, you as a leader are able to say, don't worry about that. We've got it covered. We've come up with this. We've planned for this. We've got 3 different ways that we can get around this and overcome it. Don't worry. I'll guide you through it. You've got a good leader. So this is just a very quick little episode that I wanted to fully unpack on leadership. And there are only 3 points. There are so many. I run a workshop called Drive Leadership: direction, relationships, inclusion, values, and empathy. These are 5 really strong characteristics that a leader needs to be a good leader. You need to understand the direction. You need to have great relationships with your team. You need to be very inclusive with skills and skill sets. Also, I acts as intuition. You need to have the confidence to follow your gut in decision making. You need to know your values. This is important. If 2 members of the team have different values, there's going to be conflict. And 5, empathy. Empathy is your ability to just put yourself in someone else's shoes. Where are they coming from? What are they feeling? What's going on in their life? If you're able to kind of do that little stock take when you're talking to someone, when you're leading someone, when you're working with someone, you can make better decisions in the relationship with them. So just to recount the 3 points. Number 1, know your direction. Where the hell are you going? And why are you going there, bro? Number 2, empowering your team. Feel empowered. Build up your confidence. Build up your self-assuredness. Build up your self-esteem. Know that you're capable of doing it. Get motivated. Get inspired and inspire your team. And give them autonomy. Give them tasks. Let them do it. Do not micromanage unless they require it. And if they do, they shouldn't be in the team. And number 3, really important one, respect your team. Be a human being first and give people the respect that they deserve. And get respect by being strong in who you are and leading them to safety through dangerous waters. You do those 3 things in life, you will be an awesome leader. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any other points on leadership, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Please leave a comment. What do you think are the most important aspects of leadership? Or if you've got a really good leader, what did they do that was so good? And if you've had a really bad leader, here is your chance to really throw them under the bus. Have a great day.